Let's pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and legislative assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider our matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interest you have committed to our charge. Amen. Good morning, honorable members. Welcome to today's morning sitting. May I ask the clerk to take us through?
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
At this point, may I call upon Honorable Paul Wambua to lay down the papers.
Good morning, members. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to lay the following papers on the table of the Assembly today, Tuesday 18th, August 2026. The report of the Budget and Appropriations Committee on consideration of the budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
May I again invite Honorable Paul Wambua, Chairperson, Budget and Appropriation Committee, to come forward and present the notice of motions.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 206, I wish to give a notice of motion that this Assembly adopts the report of the Budget and Appropriations Committee on the budget estimates for the county government and the Assembly for the year 2026-2027, tabled in the Assembly on 18th August 2026, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 131 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012 and Standing Order 206. 1. That the Assembly approves the issuance of Kenya shillings 17,797,279,725 for the County Revenue Fund to meet the expenditure during the year ending 30th June 2027 in respect of the votes contained in the schedule attached to the order paper. Appendix 2. Secondly, approves the non-financial recommendations as stated in the report. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Next order, Clerk.
Order number 7, statements.
May I invite Honorable Francis Kaviu, Minority Leader, to come forward and present a statement.
Honorable Speaker, the House Business Committee met on Monday, 17th August to prioritize business for the Honorable Speaker, the House business met today on 18th August 2026 to prioritize business for the House as forwarded by the committee and honorable members pursuant to provisions of Standing Order number 151-6D. The committee balloted business as follows. 1. Tuesday morning, 18th, 2026 at 10 a.m. Motion, report of the Budget and Appropriation Committee on consideration of budget estimates financial year 2026-2027 by Honorable Paul Wambua, Chairperson Budget and Appropriation. B. Bill, the MACHAKOS County Appropriation Bill 2026, first reading, second reading, Committee of the Whole House, and third reading by Honorable Alphonse Mutinda, Vice Chair Budget and Appropriation Committee. C. Motion that pursuant to Standing Order number 24, this Assembly resolves to adjourn its plenary sittings on Tuesday, 18th August 2026 after the morning sitting and resume its plenary sitting on Tuesday, 1st September 2026 at 10 a.m. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minority Leader. Next order.
Order number 8. The Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bills number 2, first reading.
I invite the clerk to read the title of the bill. Proceed.
A bill for an act of the County Assembly of Machakos to authorize the issue of a sum of money out of the County Revenue Fund and its application towards the services of the year ending 30th June 2027, and to appropriate that sum voted on account by the County Assembly for certain public services and purposes.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 9. Motion, approval of report of budget estimates for the financial year 2026-2027.
May I invite Honorable Paul Wambua, Chairperson Budget and Appropriation Committee, to come forward and take us through that motion.
Thank you once more, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 206, I wish to move the motion that this Assembly adopts the report of the Budget and Appropriations Committee on the budget estimates for the county government and the Assembly for the financial year 2026-2027, tabled in the Assembly on 18th August 2026, pursuant to the provisions of Section 131 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012 and Standing Order 206. 1. The House approves the issuance of a sum of Kenya shillings 17,797,279,725 from the County Revenue Fund to meet the expenditure during the year ending 30th June 2027 in respect to the votes contained in the schedule attached to the order paper Appendix 2. And secondly, that the House approves non-financial recommendations as stated in the report. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. We may call.
I wish to call Mheshimiwa Ngunga to second the motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I second the proposal by the Chairman, Budget and Appropriation Committee. Madam Speaker, may the House proceed.
Thank you. I now propose the question that this Assembly adopts the report of the Budget and Appropriation Committee on the budget estimates for the county Government and the Assembly for the financial year 2026-2027, tabled in the Assembly on 18th August 2026, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 131 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012 and Standing Order 206, 1, approves the issuance of a sum of Kenya shillings 17 billion from the County Revenue Fund to meet the expenditure during the year ending 30th June 2027 in respect of the votes contained in the schedule attached to the order paper Appendix 2. Roman 2 approves the non-financial recommendation as stated in the report. Before I call members to debate on this motion, may I ask the mover of the motion to highlight on the report.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, members. I would ask the leave of the Speaker that I don't go through the entire report, but I will go through the background and legal framework. I'll go through the fiscal responsibility principles, estimation of the financial year 2026-2027 budget, public participation, stakeholders, consultations, and submission of memoranda, then key highlights of the 2026-2027 budget, then financing of the financial year 2026-2027 budget. Then I will go to the recommendations of the committee, General Committee observations, and then the recommendations of the committee, Madam Speaker.
Proceed that way.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the second schedule of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, paragraph 12.1, requires that the implementation of program-based budgets commence in the financial year 2014-2015 of the county governments. This framework focuses on binding decisions on allocation of resources to expected outputs. Past budgets have always shown how much money is going to various departments and accounts without providing specific, measurable, and realistic programs. However, recently the focus is more on the actual programs and projects to be undertaken at the world level that shall be supported by the resources received from the national government and the revenues collected at county level. Program-based approach in budgeting aims at 1. Enhancing program outcomes through the exercise of accountability framework. 2. Making use of budget resources more transparent by use of performance information to set targets and priorities by the departments. 3. Ensuring the allocation of funds in the budget is linked to achievement of the county's development aspirations in an effective and efficient manner. 4. Giving decision makers a clearer understanding of the relationship among policies, programs, resources, and results. And 5, linking resource allocation to proposed development interventions as captured in the County Integrated Development Plan CIDP and Annual Development Plan ADP. The Budget and Appropriations Committee has ensured that projects that are more realistic to implement are accommodated in this year's budget. As it is widely known, devolved units were meant to deliver development services to the wards to directly benefit the residents. The financial year 2026-2027 budget is more focused on programs that include equitable ward projects to ensure dynamic growth of the county's economy. The 2026-2027 budget estimates were also informed by the strategies and ceilings that were formulated in the County Fiscal Strategy Paper CFSP 2026, County Integrated Development Plan CIDP, and the ADP, County Annual Development Plan 2026-2027. Fiscal Responsibility Principles. Madam Speaker, Section 107 of the PFM Act 2012 states that 1. A county treasury shall manage its public finances in accordance with the principles of fiscal responsibility set out in subsection 2 and shall not exceed limits stated in the regulations. 2. In managing the county government's public finances, the county treasury shall enforce the following fiscal responsibility principles. A. The county government recurrent expenditure shall not exceed the county government's total revenue. B, over the medium term, a minimum of 30% of the county government's budget shall be allocated to the development expenditure. C, the county government's expenditure on wages and benefits for its public officers shall not exceed a percentage of the county government's total revenue as prescribed by the county executive member of finance in regulations and approved by the County Assembly Regulation 25(1)B of the PFM regulations. County government 2015 sets the limit at 35% of the total revenue. D, over the medium term, the government's borrowing shall be used only for the purpose of financing development expenditure and not for recurrent expenditure. E, the county debt shall be maintained at a sustainable level as approved by the County Assembly. Then the fiscal risks shall be managed prudently, and finally, a reasonable degree of predictability with respect to the level of tax rates and tax bases shall be maintained, considering that any tax reforms that may be made in future. Madam Speaker, the preparation of the 2026-27 budget estimates has adhered to the fiscal responsibility principles so as to ensure prudence and transparency in the management of public resources, save for the compensation of the employees limit, which stands currently at 45.78%, which is about 15.78% above the required, 13.78% above the required limit of 35%. Examination of the financial year 2026-2027 budget estimates. Madam Speaker, the proposed budget estimates for 2026-2027 were submitted to the County Assembly on the 30th April 2026 in line with Article 224 of the Constitution as read together with Section 129(2) of the PFM Act 2012 and Standing Order 2061 of the County Assembly Standing Orders. Pursuant to Standing Order 2063, the budget estimates were committed to the Budget and Appropriations Committee as well as sectoral committees of the Assembly on 5th May 2026 for review of the proposals for each sector and or department. Further, additional notes were submitted to the Assembly on 10th July 2026. The Budget and Appropriations Committee examined and discussed the submissions of the sectoral committees as well as from the public participation and subsequently considered them in finalizing the next year's budget. Public participation, stakeholders consultations, and submission of memoranda. Madam Speaker, Article 196(1) of the Constitution provides that a county assembly shall conduct its business in an open manner and hold its sittings and those of its committees in public and facilitate public participation and involvement in legislative and other business of the assembly and its committees. Section 1312 of the PFM Act 2012 provides that before the county assembly consider the estimates of revenue and expenditure, the relevant committees of the county assembly shall discuss and review the estimates and make recommendations to the county assembly, and in finalizing the recommendations to the county assembly, the committee shall take into account the views of the county executive committee member for finance and the public on the proposed recommendations. In reviewing financial year 26-27 budget estimates in accordance with the above provisions, the Budget and Appropriations Committee and sectoral committees held sittings with relevant stakeholders, which included meetings with the county executive committee members, chief officers from various departments, county assembly accounting officer, and members of the public. The county assembly further invited CCMs and CEOs of the various departments to sectoral committees for interrogations of their respective departmental budget estimates on 25th and 26th May 2026. The Assembly also held public participation on 28th May 2026, which is annexed and marked as Annexure 2, and requested for written memoranda from the general public to be submitted through the office of the clerk. By the end of the set deadline of the submission of memoranda, the Assembly had not received any memoranda. Madam Speaker, I wish to go to the key highlights of the financial year 2026-2027 budget estimates.
Proceed.
The total proposed budget estimates for the county for financial year 2026-2027 is Kenya shillings 16,415,961,702. This is an increase of 1,222,375,981 from financial year 25-26 approved budget of shillings 15,193,585,721. The county treasury retained the resource envelope of Kenya shillings 16,415,961,702 as approved by the Assembly in the CFSP 2026 ceilings. The projected revenue is appropriated for recurrent and development purposes in proportions of 11,482,412,622, which is 69.95 for the recurrent, and Kenya shillings 4,933,549,080 for development expenditure. The total personnel emolument is budgeted at 7,515,035,575, giving a total wage bill of 45.78%, Madam Speaker. The operations and maintenance is projected at 3,798,918,829. The county treasury had proposed the following departmental allocations. Madam Speaker, Office of the Governor, the recurrent budget was proposed at 497, 195, 292, and development budget at 16,253,871, giving a total of 513,449,163. Devolution 1 billion in recurrent, 1,335,332,736. Development 389,733,829. Total 1,725,066,565. Trade, industry, tourism, innovation, and gender and social welfare. Recurrent 322,636,690. Development 441,013,468. Total of 763,650,158. Finance, economic planning and revenue management. Recurrent 1,314,470,129. Development 998,322,201. Total 2,312,792,330. Agriculture, food security and cooperative development. Recurrent 255,335,386. Development 250,165,204. Total 505,500,590. Health 5,008,226,975 in recurrent. Development 468,456,570. Total 5,476,683,545. Public works and energy. Recurrent 33,825,029. Development 189,945,826. Total 223,770,855. Education 817,077,724 in recurrent. Development 112,621,303. Total 929,699,027. Lands, urban development, housing, roads and transport. Recurrent 549,091,840. Development 1,146,062,360. Total 1,695,154,200. Youth and sports 103,957,822 in recurrent. Development 84,539,443. Total 188,497,265. Water, irrigation, environment and climate change. Recurrent 149,466,563. Development 728,449,109. Total 877,915,672. County Public Service Board. Recurrent 53,276,101. Development 3,214,512. Total 56,490,613. County Assembly. Recurrent 971,206,612. Development 100 million. Total 1,071,206,612. County Attorney 71,313,724. in recurrent, 4,771,384 in development, total 76,085,108. Madam Speaker, the total recurrent expenditure that was proposed is 11,482,412,622, which is about 69.95%, while the development expenditure totaled to 4,933,549,080, which accounts for 30.05%. The total budget was coming to 16,415,961,702. During deliberations with sectoral committees, it emerged that the issue of pending bills continues to persist despite national government directive to clear all pending bills in preceding financial years. Now I now go to financing of the financial year 2026-2027 budget. The revenue for 2026-2027 proposed by the county treasury is 16,415,961,702. This comprises of A, equitable share, which is money that comes from the central government, 10,305,005,218, and conditional grants, as well as court fines, 1,708,218, conditional grants, Kenya shillings, 1,182,598,367, and these conditional grants comprise of Community Health Promoters Project, which carries 83,250,000, Kenya Urban Support Project Institutional Grant, KUSIP, 35 million, Kenya Urban Support Project Development Grant, KUSIP, UDG, 374,333,215. Kenya Development Support Program, KDSP 2 Level 1, 37.5 million. Kenya Development Support Program, KDSP 2 Level 2, 352.5 million. Financing Locally Led Climate Change Action Program, which is FLOCA, 137.5 million. FLOCA County Climate Institutional Support by World Bank, 11 million. National Agricultural Value Chain Development Project, 151,515,152. Hospital revenues, 1,220,000,000. On source revenue, the projection for 2026-2027 is 3,706,649,899. Total revenue therefore comes to 16,415,961,702. The committee notes that the ordinary source revenue target is high given the trends of the same over the previous years, and thus urges the county treasury to review the same and put in further put in place strong revenue collection strategies to ensure the achievement of the target. Madam Speaker, the committee notes that the county government of Machakos has huge capacity to collect revenue internally, but this capacity has not been met over the years, and therefore we continue to urge the county government to put more efforts in revenue collection. When we say that the intended targets are high, the effect is that we create pending bills because we budget on monies that we cannot achieve, Madam Speaker. This may be unattainable, leading to more pending bills and overall under-implementation of the budget, especially for the development expenditure. Further, the County Allocation of Revenue Act, CARA 2026, and County Government's Additional Allocations Act, CGAA 2026, were passed by the National Assembly, revising the previous CARA, CGAA. Thus, the resource envelope was adjusted upward to 17,797,279,725. I note that when the county executive were doing the budget, CARA had not given those adjustments. Consequently, The county treasury adjusted the resource envelope and expenditure framework to reflect the new changes. These adjustments are reflected in the additional notes to the proposed budget, which were received by the Assembly on 10th July 2026. The resultant effects of these changes revised the budget as follows. Resource envelope. Equitable share went up to 10,506,401,278. Unspent donor balances 936,602,178. Equalization fund 12,823,587. And conditional grants, which include court fines and mineral royalties, 47,274,932. Conditional grants 1,367,527,851. Hospital revenues 1,220,000,000. On source revenue remained the same at 3,706,649,899. Therefore, the total revenue was coming to 17,797,279,725. The recurrent vote, we therefore revised, the budget was revised as follows. The recurrent vote, one, compensation to employees, 7,707,391,335. Use of goods and services, 3,944,406,753. Current transfers and grants, 221,977,263. The subtotal of that, which means the total of the proposed recurrent expenditure, is 11,873,775,351. The development vote was revised as following. Acquisition of assets, 4,582,924,940. Capital transfers and grants, 1,340,579,434. The subtotal of the proposed development expenditure, Madam Speaker, comes to 5,923,504,374. And therefore, the proposed total expenditure therefore comes to 17,797,279,725. Madam Speaker, I now proceed to the General Committee observations. Members and Madam Speaker, while interrogating the budget estimates for the committee observed the following. 1. The proposed budget estimates have a recurrent expenditure of 11,482,412,622, which represents 69.95% of the total budget. While our approved CFSP 2026 ceiling was 11,307,412,622, that is the recurrent. While the development expenditure is proposed at 4,933,549,080, which represents 30.05% of the total budget. You also note that this House approved the CFSP ceilings of Kenya shillings 5,108,549,080. The county resource envelope for financial year 2026-2027 totals to Kenya shillings 16,415,961,702 as approved in the CFSP 2026 ceiling. In relation to the fiscal responsibility principles, the county treasury proposes to allocate 30.05% of the total revenue on development and 69.95% on the recurrent expenditures, while compensation to employees stands at 45.78%. Some items that are normally classified as of recurrent nature have been budgeted for under development. That is, for example, research and feasibility studies and other capital transfers. For example, Equity Fund, table banking, youth fund and empowerment of women, youth and special groups. The committee is concerned as to whether these allocations will be absorbed at their current classifications and recommends that they be classified under as recurrent expenditure. Madam Speaker, the effect of classifying these vote lines as development is for purposes of meeting the percentages on development and recurrent expenditure. That the county treasury has proposed to collect 3,706,649,899 from ordinary source revenue and Kenya shillings 1,220,000,000 from health revenues, totaling to 4,926,649,899. The county funded development budget is Kenya shillings 3.9 billion, while the donor funded grants amounts to 1,015,000,000. It is important to note that the donor funds have set conditions and thus will only fund specific projects as given in the Act. The budget allocated for access roads amounting to 21 million for the whole county is insufficient for maramming, graveling and grading of rural roads within the county. Number 7, zero funding of development budgets for municipalities save for donor funding. Number 8, insufficient budget for construction of ECD classroom at 8.1 million, and that is for the whole county. The sectoral committee during the interrogation recommended an increase by 72 million to enable the construction of 40 ECD classrooms, since the 8.1 million was inadequate. This will improve the overall budget for that item from 8.1 to 80 million. Enhanced budget for sub-county office and coordination from 250 to over 10.2 million for each sub-county. That number 10, that there was no budgetary allocation for community playgrounds. The sectoral committee recommended reduction of 58,800,197 from empowerment of women, youth and special groups budget, and the same be moved to the construction and leveling of community playgrounds in all wards. A budgetary provision of 126.9 million under routine maintenance or percentage or compensation of the revenue system in the Department of Finance. The Sectoral Committee of Finance did not approve this allocation until the department provides the exact contract agreement and procurement details, a detailed value for money assessment report, performance reports demonstrating the impact of the system on revenue collection, a justification for the percentage compensation model, and the evidence that the county is receiving commensurate benefits from the expenditure. Further, the department should submit a verified schedule of pending bills indicating recurrent and development liabilities and the corresponding payment plan. Number 12, submission from sectoral committees indicated that pending bills still continue to accrue in all departments. Madam Speaker, I wish to now move to the committee recommendations. The Budget and Appropriations Committee received and put into consideration the recommendations of sectoral committees arising from their engagement with the respective CCMs, chief officers of various departments, those from the public as well as the submissions of the CCM Finance, Economic Planning and Revenue Management. Further, all members interrogated the budget during a committee of the whole house held in Mombasa for their resolutions, and their resolutions were considered. Additionally, members had interaction sessions with the accounting officer of the county assembly concerning the assembly's budget. Based on the above deliberations, Madam Speaker, and putting in consideration the fiscal responsibility principles as well as the recently enacted CARA 2026 and CGAA 2026, the committee recommends that the House approves the following. 1. a resource envelope of 17,797,279,725, which comprises of A, equitable share 10,506 for 1,278. B, unconditional grants, which include court fines and mineral royalties, 47,274,932. Unspent donor funds for year 2025, 2026, and 2024-2025, amounting to 936,602,178. Equalization fund 12,823,587. Conditional grants 1,367,527,851. Hospital revenues 1,220,000,000. On source revenue 3,706,649,899. Number 2, the reallocation of funds from these programs or votes, which include 1, public communications, other operating expenses of 35.5 million, Machakos Municipality contracted services of 23,454,391, Mavoko Municipality contracted services 34,623,149, Kangundo Tala Municipality contracted services 20,243,374. Other current transfers, and these are to county sub-county offices, 87 million. Public engagement fora, 10 million. Machakos Youth Service, 175.86 million. Bursary, 30 million. And Governor's Cup, 40 million under the recurrent budget. Under the development budget, Madam Speaker, maintenance, the following items were noted. Maintenance or compensation of revenue system 126.9 million. Public communications media equipment 5 million. Major roads 151.38 million. Wekwatio fund 100 million. And empowerment of groups 100 million to fund and enhance the following headlines. Vote lines, sorry, Madam Speaker. 1. Construction of ECDE classes be increased by 72 million from 8.1 million to 80.1 million to enable construction of ECD classes in each of the 40 wards. A new vote line for renovation of ECD classrooms be allocated Kenya shillings 10.5 million. Increase access roads budget from 21.34 million to 200.34 million. Madam Speaker, this means that each of the 40 wards will be allocated 5 million for access roads. New vote line for Gossip Road.
Granted. Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I stand under standing order number 27 to request for extension of time. Honorable Speaker, that aware that standing order number 27 sub-order 2 provides that the Speaker shall interrupt business at 12:30 p.m. for the morning sitting. And aware that standing order number 27 sub-order 3 provides that the House may resolve to extend its sitting time. Honorable Speaker, further aware that standing order number 27 sub-order 4 requires motion to extend sitting time to be moved at least 30 minutes before the time appointed of adjournment. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the motion that the House resolves to extend its sitting time until the business of the day, which is very critical, is concluded. Honorable Speaker, I want to ask of Honorable Douglas to second my motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, honorable members. I now propose the question that this House resolves to extend its sitting time until the business of the day is concluded. I now put the question that this House resolves to extend its sitting time until the business of the day is concluded. As many are of the opinion say ayes. Ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the committee also recommends a new vote line for the following roads. Gossip Road in Mlolongo, 36 million. Matu Equity Lane Hospital Loop. Matu Equity Lane Hospital Loop Road, 20 million. And Kidhini Water Road, 30 million. An additional allocation of 40 million for refined fuels and lubricants, which means an average of 1 million per ward for fueling the graders. Under the Department of Public Works and Energy, the committee proposes an allocation of 40 million to be made to fund installation of solar-powered market floodlights. This means 1 million for each ward. The amount reallocated from the contracted professional services in 3 municipalities be used to fund other recurrent budget vote lines of respective municipalities. Number 8, the committee proposes to increase the amount of for purchase of ECD learning materials by 11 million. Number 9, a new vote line for upgrading of community playgrounds amounting to 12 million. Number 10, the development budgets for the 3 municipalities be funded with 43.9 million. Madam Speaker, we note that the municipalities were not budgeted for in our internal budget. Number 11, under the County Assembly, the development vote be enhanced by Kenya shillings 130 million from 100 million to Kenya shillings 230 million. This increase will cater for the balances carried forward from 2025-2026. We all know that this is money that was not submitted to the Assembly in the last financial year. Capitation to vocational training centers, VTCs, be enhanced by 46 million. Madam Speaker, this 46 million will be very key in improving our VTCs. Number 13, an allocation of 89 million in the Department of Youth and Sports for the payment of pending bills. Madam Speaker, pending bills have been ailing this county for a long time. An allocation of 43,842,770 for gender and social services to cater for payment of pending bills in that department. I preserve that comment. And number 15, an allocation of 3 million be made to the office of the county attorney for purchase of furniture. The county treasury should, 1, put in place strong revenue mobilization strategies to avert a scenario where revenue projections from months streams are adjusted downwards as it has happened in the previous fiscal years. These revisions also result in increased pending bills. Number 2, ensure that all pending bills allocations are domiciled at the individual department and not lumping them in the Department of Finance. Ensure the implementation of 2026-2027 project commences immediately to ensure timely completion. Madam Speaker, we have seen that in the past, the county government reacts at the tail end of the financial year, which leaves a lot of money unspent. Number 4, implement projects as per Annexure 3. Madam Speaker, when members retreated to Mombasa, they did lift projects from ADP and CIDP, which are annexed here, the projects that are given priority. Number 5, during deliberations with sectoral committees, it emerged that the issue of pending bills continues to persist, despite national government directive to clear all pending bills in the preceding financial years. The committee proposes that the county treasury prepares a payment plan and submit the same to the county assembly. Number 6, the departmental recurrent expenditure be set at 11,505,412,580 and development at 6,291,867,145. and be distributed among departments as per the table below. The Office of the Governor, recurrent 531 298 735, development 16,253,871, total 547 552 606, devolution 1,314 503 887, recurrent, and 389 733 829 in development, total 1,704 237 716. Trade, industry, tourism, innovation, gender and social welfare, 322 636 690 in recurrent, development 401 822 963, total 724 459 653. Finance, economic planning and revenue management, recurrent 1,351,762 293, development 906 406 667, total 2,258 168 960. Agriculture, food security and cooperative development 255 335 386, recurrent, development 434 900 052, total 690 235 438. Health, recurrent 5,192 914 414. Development 519 446 965, total 5,712 361 379. Public works and energy, recurrent 33,825 029, development 229,945 826, total 263 770 855. Education 611 214 954 in recurrent, development 252 121 303, total 863 336 257. Lands, urban development, housing, roads and transport, recurrent 556 878 897, development 1,714 828 580, total 2,271 707 477. Youth and sports 63,957 822 in recurrent, development 185 539 443, total 249 497 265. Water, irrigation, environment and climate change, recurrent 163 407 717, development 994 881 750, total 1,158 286 467. County Public Service Board, recurrent 53,276 101, development 3,214,512, total 56,490 613. County Assembly, recurrent 983,086 933, development 230 million, total 1,213 086 933. County Attorney, 71,313 724 in recurrent and 12,771 384 in development, total 84 085 108. Madam Speaker, therefore, the total recurrent proposed expenditure is 11,505 412 580, which is 64.65% of the total budget. The development expenditure proposed is 6,291 867 145, which is 35.35% of the total budget. And this makes our total budget 17,797 279 725. Madam Speaker, number 7, the committee recommends that the disbursement schedule for the county assembly be as follows. Do I need to go through that, members? Yes? And number 8, that this report forms the basis for preparation of the Appropriation Act 2026-2027. And number 9, that this report forms the basis for financial year 2026-2027 final itemized budget estimates and program-based budget. In conclusion, members and Madam Speaker, the Budget and Appropriations Committee is grateful to the sectoral committees and all honorable members who participated in the budget-making process for their hard work and dedication in making sure that the Assembly lives up to its budgetary role of oversight. The committee is also grateful to the public for their submissions during public participation fora. Lastly, The committee is grateful to the Office of the Speaker and the Clerk for the support granted to the committee as it discharged its mandate in reviewing the 2026-2027 budget. I also want to, at this juncture, commend the clerks of the Budget and Appropriations Committee. On behalf of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, and as required under Article 224 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, read together with Section 131(2) of the PFM Act 2012, it is therefore my pleasure to present this Honorable House the committee's report on the budget estimates for financial year 2026-2027 for consideration and approval. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Paul Wambua, for that comprehensive report. May I now invite members to debate on the motion. Honorable Minority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to support the report and also to appreciate the Budget and Appropriation Committee for standing the test of time despite the external pressure that has been mounting on this assembly, including the shameful act by the county executive that mobilized the members of staff to come and try to pressure the assembly to consider the proposed amounts that were not pro the people of Machakos. But Madam Speaker, with the consideration between the relevant department and the respective House committees, Madam Speaker, today we have a document that is reflective of the wishes and the aspiration of the people of Machakos, and the document we are adopting today is a reflection of strengthening of our vocational training institutes, that's our TVETs. It's also a document that focuses on improvement and empowering of the ECD department, especially on hiring of teachers that has been ongoing for the longest. And Madam Speaker, finally, it also focuses on young people, because with improved or enhanced capitation on our vocational centers, that means that we are going to provide an opportunity for our young people across Machakos to get the best in our vocational training centers. And this will positively translate to job creation and also skill impacting for our young people with an accredited curriculum that has been given out. Lastly, also, Madam Speaker, I want to acknowledge that this budget is also going to ensure better connectivity for our communities, because the initial amount that had been proposed of 21 million was not even sufficient to cater for a single ward. So with a revised amount of about 200 million, that means our people are going to have better access roads, which are very critical in movement and also for businesses. And also, Madam Speaker, I also want to note that the committee also took into account the resolutions that were passed by this House to have Equity Matu Road factored, and also the Kidini Water Road has also been factored into this budget. And this means, Madam Speaker, we are alive to the oversight and representation role of this assembly that has been granted to us, and also for an ongoing project like Mulolongo Police Gossip Road, which had been omitted out with a zero budget. yet it is a very critical road that serves the people of Mulolongo. So I want to appreciate the committee for taking into account to that. And Madam Speaker, also to clarify, because I know people are going to take propaganda out there, we also want to indicate that we have also taken into account the aspect of empowering our women. An amount has been provided for. We only revised to ensure that we balance the competing needs of our people. So, Madam Speaker, we want it to go out clear that we have also taken into account. And Madam Speaker, we also want to urge the executive, 200 million for citizen engagement. Well, we already have the ADP and the county integrated programs that were given out by the members of public was too exorbitant and a waste of public resources. And I recommend the committee for reallocating those funds to cater for critical services like health and roads within this county. And also, lastly, Madam Speaker, we want to, as we approve this budget today, we want the governor and the executive in general to take into account seriously the issue of settling pending bills. Because this aspect, we saw our senator made the same remarks, and we want to put an emphasis on the same. Let the governor focus on ensuring that our people are paid for services that they provide, and also to ask our sons and daughters who are contractors of this county, before you are given a tender or you are asked to supply, please confirm that there is a budget allocation, because the reason we are at 7.7 billion in terms of spending bill is because the executive has been awarding contracts on an existent budgetary allocation for works that have been, and a very clear example, it's a good road that is going to serve the people of Kadhiani. Madam Speaker, the governor has already awarded tender for Miti Mwanza to Ngoleni Road. Yet, Madam Speaker, from the report that I've seen, there is zero allocation for that particular project. So where is the governor going to get funds to pay for those projects? So people of Machakos, be very keen when you are being contracted for any services. Ensure that you consult, and in case you don't have access to these documents, kindly feel free to walk into this assembly and consult. We are going to guide you accordingly, because we are tired, Madam Speaker, of seeing our people going to depression, our people being auctioned for services that they rendered to this government of Machakos County. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I support the report, and I thank the assembly for moving at the right time, and we wish now that the governor is going to climb out of the sunroofs of the vehicles and focus on serving the people of Machakos County. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minority Leader. Honorable Maitha, Honorable Deputy Minority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to be very short of words. Madam Speaker, they say when an opportunity rises, you have to utilize it accordingly. They also say that when the sun shines, you have to make hay. And they further say that when they throw stones to you, make sure that you do, you construct a very tall building. The opportune time has come, Madam Speaker, that the stalemate that has been outstanding out there about the budget to be unwinded today. I want to thank the Honorable Chair for the Budget Committee and the committee membership for seeing it wise to unlock this stalemate. And as the Honorable Minority Leader said, for and on behalf of the government, I want to thank the Budget Committee for seeing it wise to bring the budget today and have it passed. I'm elected on a Wiper ticket, and this has been causing a lot of alarms, and I want to thank the Budget Committee for seeing it right on for and on behalf of the government to bring the budget. All what I want to say is, Madam Speaker, I'm surprised about the cry that has been going round. I can quote a few counties that passed their budgets just a week ago. Nakuru County, Kitui County, Nairobi County, Makueni County just passed their budgets the other day. But we started crying as early as the first week, as if budgets are implemented immediately after they have been passed by the end of 30th June. But Speaker, even majority of the counties right now have not managed to access their budget because the IFMI system is still not open. What is so special with Machakos County government? But because tantrums have been thrown to us, we've been called witches, we've been called satans. Now the satans and the witches have done their work. And it is time now for those masquerading as having no budget to implement, they proceed and give services to the people. As I wind up, I want to say this, Madam Speaker. We are not going to continue having a conservative budget. A budget where you give freebies, but there is nothing physically tangible on the ground. We are guided by the annual development plan and the county integrated development plan, which we already went to the ground and gotten views and suggestions through public participation by the residents of Machakos. And I want to applaud the Budget Committee for considering and annexing those projects that the county government of Machakos went round and sought from the people. And I believe that all withdrawals that will be granted after we have passed this Finance Act, this Appropriation Act, is going to proceed and implement the same. Finally, I applaud the committee for finding it wise to allocate monies for pending bills, though not enough, and also the VTCs, but at least we have got somewhere to stand. This kind of divisive development where monies are only allocated to a few wards is quite against the spirit of devolution and the spirit of oversight. This house, its cardinal role is oversight. There is no way a budget or a document will come to the floor of this house that is expected of scrutiny, Madam Speaker, and then you are told you are supposed to adopt it without any amendments. Madam Speaker, that has never happened. It will never happen. And going forward, they will better learn and understand that the oversight role of this assembly will go uncompromised and will not favor anyone who does not speak the language that the residents and the voters of Machakos understand. I support the document. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to add my voice to what the other two members have said, that I want to appreciate the Budget Committee that I also sit for finding it fit today, the 18th, to have this budget before us. Madam Speaker, we have been called names. We have been told that we have been sitting on this budget, but Madam Speaker, we have not been sitting on the budget, we have been working on this budget. And today, the 18th, Madam Speaker, the budget is here with us, and this puts to shame those who have been calling us names. We have been called Mashetani, but we don't mind being called Mashetani if we are working on a budget that is people's friendly. And here it is. Madam Speaker, we have been able to engage with all departments, and this is a budget that is a combination of all departmental engagements with our committees, and we only put together what the committees brought in here. I want to thank these members seated before you, Madam Speaker, today for finding it fit that, of course, if you look at the House, Madam Speaker, it is notable that quite a number of members are not here. So then, Madam Speaker, one will be left wondering between these ones who are here and those who are not here, who are patriotic. I want to appreciate the patriotic members that are seated before you here today, who have found it fit to come and weather the cold weather, the many abuses, the many demonstrations, including the demonstrations that were even led to the home of the chairman of the Budget Committee. And I want to also use this opportunity to castigate those members of the public, members of the executive who are being used to do what? To kind of ridicule the members that sit in this assembly. Madam Speaker, we have a mandate to discharge. And nobody should be able to cajole us to do what they expect us to do. Madam Speaker, I must say this. The other day, I heard the party leader of Wiper directing this house to pass this assembly, pass this budget within I don't know what days. But I'm surprised that I can't see their members here. And here we are working on the same budget, and I want to appreciate him for giving us direction. We have taken up his direction. Madam Speaker, I do not want to inform. This I will say. We have taken his orders, and today, 2 days after his orders, the budget is here before him. But unfortunately, his members are not here to contribute to this budget here. This I must say. This I must say, Madam Speaker. And as an assembly, Madam Speaker, we are not going to sit here and be twisted by people who are not members of the assembly. And so, Madam Speaker, going back to the budget, I want to say, I want to thank the committee finding it fit to align the proposal of these budget allocations to projects that are people friendly. For example, Madam Speaker, I take a lot of interest in the issue that has been raised over and over about a system, revenue collection system here, that the finance committee felt that it had not properly before them. Madam Speaker, the chairman of the budget has been able to highlight that there was a request for allocation of 126 million to be allocated to a revenue collection system. Madam Speaker, this is a system that is mind-boggling. You do not understand this system. It's a system that I don't understand it. Nobody understands it. We have been asking for documents about how this system found itself to this county. Madam Speaker, when we say that we need contractual documents, we need the percentages that this system, how does, once they collect the revenue, how do they share it between themselves and the county? Nobody wants to say, but they are demanding that be allocated 126 million. I want to ask the House to look at it from the point of the committee that this money be put in abeyance and until a time that everything is put in black and white so that we understand who are the real merchants behind this system. This is a system that for a very long time, 4 years now, has actually been siphoning the funds of this county to nowhere we know. Madam Speaker, our VCTs have been lacking behind. Members, you know, our county for a very long time has not been able to align themselves with the mandate of the devolved units. One of the devolved responsibility is to ensure that our VCTs are funded properly, capitation is done. This is an effort towards that direction. Madam Speaker, we are not opposed to the MOS. We are not opposed to any other project. But before we get to a secondary project, we need to get ourselves to the primary business of the county. And Madam Speaker, I want to thank the committee finding it fit to ensure that our VCTs get enough funding so that they operate. Madam Speaker, what I ask of this House is one, as I sit down. This is a budget that we must be able to nurse like none other. We are going to demand, not even quarterly, monthly development. Every stage of implementing this budget, Madam Speaker, we must work together. This is one of the most canvassed budgets in this county. For the last 3 or 4 months, Madam Speaker, we have started in this document here, and I want to ask this House that we don't let it go. We ensure that as we implement this budget here, the county assembly works with the executive step by step so that we do not have a situation where we have this kind of budget here and we let it again to misuse, and we see supplementary budgets being sneaked in here at the wee hours of the night that the assembly is now being told you must do this. As the chairman has said, we want to run away from these last moments where supplementary budgets will be sneaked with us here and you are told that this you must do because this and this we are going to lose. Madam Speaker, we must get quarterly reports to ensure that we know how far this development project is going on. Otherwise, Madam Speaker, I thank you. And I thank the members in general for finding it wise that we sit here today. I welcome the members of the public to this document so that they also understand us. And they understand that we have a mandate to discharge. And when we are doing this, sometimes, Madam Speaker, we might be stepping on the wrong toes, but it's unfortunately what we must do, and we must do it this way. So, Madam Speaker, I thank you and members at large.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Before Honorable Danklas speaks, I want to defend the members who are not here because they had requested for permission to be away. They had some engagements, so I have a letter from them. So it's not about loyalty. Yes, yeah. So thanks. All right, proceed, Honorable Douglas Musyoka.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand to support this report. And first and foremost, congratulate our able chair, Honorable Paul Wambua, for doing a very good job. He was very when you gauge his competence and mastery of the content which we had today in the bill, it was on a higher note. So congratulations, Mheshimiwa Paul Wambua. Secondly, Madam Speaker, I won't hesitate to thank you. You have been called names. You have been, your name has been mentioned verbally on political meetings, but you were committed to doing your good job. You have led this House competently since day one. We have never seen any leakage on your leadership status, Madam Speaker, so keep it up. Then thirdly, Madam Speaker, I wish to congratulate this House. We spent not less than a month engaging and going through this document, all through, within the county and outside this county. And the effort of these honorable members at last have been recognized. We have had the best and the most versatile budget that we have ever passed for the last 4 years. This is the most comprehensive document that we are passing as a county assembly. My humble request to the executive and to the leadership of this county is that we implement this budget step by step. Madam Speaker, I've been one of the most embarrassed members of the county assembly by the executive. Reason behind it, we have been sitting here, we have been budgeting, passing budgets, development budgets for various projects across our county. But when it comes to implementation, that is where we have had the biggest problem. For instance, the first day I came in this assembly, we passed a budget for the construction of county administrative offices for Mwala sub-county at my Masi, which is Masi Ward. That was within the first financial year. That was not implemented. I sit in the same committee with my Hebo chair, Honorable Kisila. We questioned the same. When it came to the second financial year, we also allocated money for the same. The third financial year, we allocated money for the same. And the last financial year, the fourth financial year, we still had money allocated for the same project. But up to date, nothing has ever been implemented. So this is the high time that the governor and the executive team sat down and implemented this budget in good time. We have had delays in procurement processes. That we are seeing the county executive procuring for services, procuring for goods towards the tail end of the financial year. And that has lagged this county far much behind, Madam Speaker. For instance, currently, I had the governor defending the issue of pending bill, saying that we are at 4.5 billion. Yet it is clear and it is in record that the pending bill for Machakos County government has been skyrocketing. Currently, we are at 7.7 billion. And the media team and members of public need to get these records clear. I cannot stand here and say that we have a pending bill of 4.5 billion. That it is clear we are at 7.7 billion. With this current budget, we have tried our level best as in our house to factor for the pending bill. And with the only way we can beat this menace known as a pending bill, it is doing timely procurements. We have given Madam Governor a comprehensive budget in good time. They have been in the streets saying that Machakos County has not passed the budget. But that is not the truth, Madam Speaker. Last week on Thursday, Kitui County Assembly passed their budget. Last week on Tuesday, Makueni County Assembly passed their budget. Last week on Thursday, Nairobi County passed their budget. And we still have so many county assemblies, Madam Speaker, which have not yet passed their budgets. We were not late, we were not behind, we were just within the timeline of passing this very important document. Let the people of Machakos know that the elected competent leaders, we are hands-on on our work that was given to us by the good people of Machakos County Assembly. And today, the day has come. We have appended our signatures in this very important document. And it is my hope that it is going to be implemented to later. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I stand to support the document. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. I feel like we are taking so much time on this matter because it's straightforward, members. Sorry? Okay, let's allow Honorable Ndawa alone to crown it all.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Judas Ndawa, representing the great people of Matu, and I rise here to support the report before this House. And I want also to go on record that the people of the people of Machakos County needs this budget as early as yesterday. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the committee members and request we forget about the past and we forge ahead. We start now talking about from today going onwards. Honorable Speaker, Section 134 of the Public Finance Management Act is very clear, and whoever was writing that section knew that at some point the budget may delay, the budget may not be ascended to, and that is why they said, or they gave the provision of the Assembly approving a half of the sum to be used as we sort out the stalemate. And I want to thank this Assembly because they went ahead and approved at least 50% to make the county run. So, Honorable Speaker, I sat in the sectoral committees when we were interrogating this budget. And I want to cite two departments. Honorable Speaker, I chair the Urban Planning Committee. And the officers who came from that department made it very clear that some functions were involved and the budgets were not devolved. The municipalities are the ones who are mandated to handle the issue of the garbage collection within their jurisdiction. But the budget was not devolved to them. So we requested at that direction, during that interrogation, that they go back and ensure that they propose that the budget be included. In fact, there was zero allocation. At the time of the allocation, there was zero allocation. And I can see now the budget committee has at least allocated something so that we can have that work being done. Again, Honorable Speaker, I sat in the Transport Committee. And during that interrogation, we wrote a letter to the Department of Roads to give us a list of the roads that they were intending to do with the budget we are talking about today. Honorable Speaker, some of the roads that have been mentioned here in this budget were written in their minds, but not in papers. We tried to interrogate one chief officer who is in charge of roads about Matuikuti Road and Kidhini Road, Kidhini Voter Road. Honorable Speaker, you recall, a statement was sought in this House concerning the two roads. A response was brought here. As the affected parties, we are not satisfied with the response which was brought here. And the statement changed to be a motion. The Assembly deliberated and resolved that after resolution of the House, within 6 months, the two roads be tarmacked. Honorable Speaker, during the interrogation, there was zero allocation for Matuikuti and there was zero allocation for Kidhini Voter Road. Honorable Speaker, I will be the most stupid person if I will start here and I stand here and start saying I oppose when my road, which has been there for the last 8 years, has been allocated monies. Honorable Speaker, I want to say this budget is good and request the implementers of the budget to implement and ensure at least we start working as early as tomorrow so as to avoid the issue of unfinished projects and issue of pending bills. Remember, Honorable Speaker, when I was seeking the statement, I did indicate that the road, that is Matu Equity Road and Matu Hospital Roof Road, were started by the previous regime. Other works were done. A lot of resources were used. Well, the bit which is remaining is just something which is very simple. So I'm requesting my good governor to ensure that we work on that road and another road that has been indicated here and another project. So the issue of calling names, the only people who are mandated to give names are two, as far as I'm concerned. Your parent will give you a Kamba name, a Kikuyu name, or another name. Then the priest or the pastor will give you a baptismal name. Other names that we are being given by somebody who does not have the capacity to do so, let us ignore those things and punch ahead. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I support, we approve the budget. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ndawa. A very comprehensive statement there you made. Thank you. We will ignore those names in totality. Let's move on. Let me call upon the mover to come and respond.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and members for supporting this report. Madam Speaker, God's timing is the best. And today we have a report in the Assembly, and I support members because I thank members because I know they will approve this report. Madam Speaker, the last 1 or 2 months has been a very tough month, especially for me. Were it not that I have a very thick skin, I would be a broken man. Madam Speaker, the other day when members of the public came to the Assembly, my son saw a photo of me. I don't know whether I was in a frog's body or what animal I had been drawn, but it was very unfortunate for the county executive to sponsor such issues which touch on the person of all these members. Madam Speaker, last week on Thursday, the sub-county admin for Mwala organized and paid people to march to my office, and others intended to march to my home in a bid to try to force us to bring this report in this house. And I said here that budgets are not made in the streets, they are made in the Assembly. That person who was doing that was a member of this house. And it's unfortunate that she is trying to come back to this house using very dubious, ungodly means like those ones. Madam Speaker, this budget is a budget that speaks to equality within our wards. And that's why each ward has 5 million for access roads, 1 million for lubricants and oils. Madam Speaker, it speaks to the wishes of the public. I remember when we had the budgetary public participation for the Assembly, members of the public wished that we allocate funds for public playgrounds, which we have done in this report. Madam Speaker, without being so negative, about the MYS issue. The MYS admits 2,000 students in each cohort. That is about 40 students per ward. 1,000 per cohort. That would be less than 40 students per ward. Madam Speaker, if you look at the money that is spent on 40 students per ward, and look at if this money was applied to our vocational training centers and our polytechnics, you would imagine how many students from a certain locality would benefit from that VTC or polytechnic. I give an example of St. Joseph Kibaoni Polytechnic in Muka, which does not have a single student. And you tell me to stand here and ask this house to pass money for MYS when there are so many residents of Kibaoni who would wish to go to a good polytechnic. We are saying that this money be allocated to those vocational training centers so that we have many of our people studying within their localities. We have allocated money for ECD centers to build new ones. We have allocated money to renovate our old ones. We have very old ones that are not safe for our children. That money, there was no provision for that money, and this house sat and said, we need to allocate money for renovations, for building new ECD centers, as well as money for purchasing of learning materials. We, this house, did not touch monies that were intended for food and milk, inasmuch as we have not been given documentation to tell us how many of those learners we feed and at what cost per learner, so that we may know how much we need to spend on food and milk. This house has approved that budget as was proposed by the governor. 60 million for milk, 60 million for food. But personally, my personal view, we have cooperatives in this county which the governor purports to support. If we were serious about supporting our own people, this milk would not be coming from Maasai land. It would be coming from cooperatives within Machakos. Madam Speaker, we have a system for revenue collection. I served in the finance committee, and when we inquired about the system, we were told that the county did not buy a system. The county hired a system from someone. That finance committee has kept on asking for the details of the contract of that system. We have never been given. But this county pays 5% of all monies collected to the service provider or to the owner of that system. Now, we are asked to give 127 million for maintaining a system that we do not own. A system that does not belong to us. How do we allocate 127 million? I want you, the members of the fourth estate and members of the public, to tell us whether we are wrong in asking how that 127 million is being spent and reallocating it to other areas, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as I conclude, this committee of budget does not create its own staff. In coming up with a report, we consider the proposals of the governor and her team. We consider the proposals of the public. We consider the proposals of these members of this house who are representatives of the people, Madam Speaker, through sectoral committees. Our simple job is putting together the wishes of all these parties and giving this county a budget. Madam Speaker, I wish to end it there. and ask that the executive now gets down to work. We need to come to the offices. We need to move away from public rallies and do work for Machakos people. We have been told that someone was saying, if you go to the hospital, you don't find drugs, ask the chair of budget and his committee, ask this assembly. It has been purported that this assembly gave a vote on account so that we pay our own salaries. That is not true, Madam Speaker. A vote on account is to help the county government to operate, to do general and specific mandates like providing medicine, providing paying salaries. That was not money for us. How much came to this assembly? None. We have not received a shilling so far as an assembly. So it is wrong to say that we passed monies so that we can pay our salaries and allowances. Madam Speaker, I wish to end it there because of, in the interest of time. And thank you, members. I am waiting to hear you support through a vote. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Member. I now put the question that this Assembly adopts the report of the Budget and Appropriation Committee on the budget estimates for the county government and the Assembly for the financial year 2026-2027, tabled in the Assembly on 18th August 2026, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 131 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012 and the Standing Order 206. 1. Approves the issuance of a sum of Kenya shilling 17 billion from the County Revenue Fund to meet the expenditure during the year ending 30th June 2027 in respect of the votes contained in the schedule attached to the order paper, Appendix 2. Roman 2 approves the non-financial recommendations as stated in the report. As many are of the opinion, say ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 10. The Machakos County Appropriation Bill, Kenya Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bills number 2, second reading.
May I invite Honorable Alphonse Mutinda, the Vice Chairperson, Budget and Appropriation Committee, to come forward and take us through the second reading.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order number 121, Suborder 1, I wish to move that the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bill number 2, be now read a second time. Would like to request Honorable Ngunga to second this motion.
Thank you, Honorable Members. I now propose the question that Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bills number 2, be now read a second time. I invite members to discuss the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bills number 2. I now put the question that the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya's Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bills number 2, now read a second time. As many are of the opinion, say ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. I invite the clerk to read the long title.
A bill for an act of the County Assembly of Machakos to authorize the issue of a sum of money out of the County Revenue Fund and its application towards the service of the year ending on 30th June 2027, and to appropriate that sum and the sum voted on account by the County Assembly for certain public service and purposes.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 11, Committee of the Whole House.
Members, let's remain seated.
And the way it's called.
Caucus.
Nature.
Sergeant at arms, may we have the door closed? Sergeant at arms, let us have the members who are outside the gate in so that we may start. Thank you, honorable members. Clerk, you may get us started.
Committee of the Whole House on consideration of the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026. Clause 3.
I propose the question that the clause 3 be amended as proposed. I propose the question that the clause 3 be part of the bill. I now move that clause 3 be amended as listed in the order paper. Let's get moving. I propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Schedules. Schedule 1, recurrent expenditure. Vote R001.
I propose the question that clause vote R001 be part of the bill. I move
that vote R0001 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote R001 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote R001 be amended as proposed. As many of that opinion say aye.
Ayes.
As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Votes R0002 and R0003.
I propose the question that vote R002 and R003 be part of the bill. I now put the question that vote R002, R003 be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0004.
I propose the question that the vote R004 be part of the bill.
I move that vote R0004 be amended as proposed.
I now put the question that I propose that the vote R0004 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote R0004 be amended as proposed. As many of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed. I now put the question that the vote R0004 be amended, as amended, be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0005.
I propose the question that the vote R0005 be part of the bill.
I move that vote R0005 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote R0005 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote R0005 be amended as proposed. As many of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote R0005 as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0006.
I propose the question that vote R006 be part of the bill. I now put the question that vote R006 be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0007.
I propose the question that vote R0007 be part of the bill.
I move that vote R0007 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that vote R0007 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that vote R0007 be amended as proposed. As many are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that vote R007 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0008.
I propose the question that vote R0008 be part of the bill. I now put the question that vote R0008 be part of the bill. As many are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0009.
I propose the question that vote R0009 be part of the bill.
I move that vote R0009 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that vote R0009 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that vote R0009 be amended as proposed. As many are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many are of that contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that vote R0009 as amended be part of the bill. As many are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0010.
I propose the question that vote R0010 be part of the bill.
I move that vote R0010 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that vote R0010 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote R0010 be amended as proposed. As many have that opinion say aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote R0010 as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0011.
I propose the question that vote R0011 be part of the bill.
I move that vote R0011 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote R0011 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote R0011 be amended as proposed. As many as of that opinion say aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote R0011 as amended be part of the bill. As many of that opinion say aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0012.
I propose the question that vote R0012 be part of the bill.
I move that vote R0012 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote R0012 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that vote R0012 be amended as proposed. As many as of that opinion say aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote R0012 be amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0013.
I propose the question that vote R0013 be part of the bill. I now put the question that vote R0013 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote R0014.
I propose the question that vote R0014 be part of the bill.
I move that vote R0014 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote R0014 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote R0014 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as have the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote R0014 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Totals for recurrent.
I propose the question that the totals be part of the bill.
I move that total for the current be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the totals be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the totals be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many have the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the totals as amended be part of the bill. As many are of that opinion say aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Schedule 2, Development Expenditure, vote D0001.
I propose the question that vote D0001 be part of the bill. I now put the question that vote D0001 be part of the bill. As many of that opinion say aye. As many have the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0002.
I propose the question that D0002 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0002 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote D0002 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote D0002 be amended as proposed. As many of that opinion say aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote D0002 as amended be part of the bill. As many as of the opinion say aye. As many as have the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0003.
I propose the question that the vote D0003 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0003 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that vote D0003 be amended as proposed. Now I put the question that the vote D0003 be amended as proposed. As many as have that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as have the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote D0003 as amended be part of the bill. As many are of that opinion say aye. As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0004.
I propose that the vote D0004 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0004 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote D0004 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that vote D0004 be amended as proposed. As many as of that opinion say aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that vote D0004 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0005.
I propose the question that vote D0005 be part of the bill. I now put the question that vote D0005 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0006.
I propose the question that the vote D0006 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0006 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote D0006 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote D0006 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote D0006 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0007.
I propose the question that vote D0007 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0007 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote D0007 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote D0007 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I put the question that the vote D0007 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0008.
I propose the question that vote D0008 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0008 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote D008 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote D0008 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote D0008 as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0009.
I propose the question that vote D0009 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0009 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that vote D009 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that vote D0009 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the different contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote D0009 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0010.
I propose the question that vote D0010 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0010 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that vote D0010 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote D0010 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that vote D0010 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0011.
I propose the question that vote D0011 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0011 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote D0011 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote D0011 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote D0011 be amended as proposed. Be amended as part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0012.
I propose the question that vote D0012 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0012 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the vote D0012 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote D0012 be amended as proposed. As many are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote D0012 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0013.
I propose the question that vote D0013 be part of the bill. I now put the question that vote D0013 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Vote D0014.
I propose the question that vote D0014 be part of the bill.
I move that vote D0014 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that vote D0014 as be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the vote D0014 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the vote D0014 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Totals for development.
I propose the question that totals for development be part of the bill.
I move that total for development be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the totals for development be amended as proposed. I now put the question that totals for development be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the totals for development as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Grant total.
I propose the question that grant total be part of the bill.
I move that grant total be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that grant totals be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the grant totals be amended as proposed. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the grant total as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
New schedule 3.
I move that new Schedule 3 be read a second time.
I now propose the question that new Schedule 3 be read a second time. I now put the question that new Schedule 3 be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I propose the question that new Schedule 3 be part of the bill. I now put the question that new Schedule 3 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you, honorable members. Members, let us remain settled. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that Clause 2 be part of the bill.
I move that Clause 2 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that Clause 2 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that Clause 2 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Long title.
I propose the question that the long title of the bill to be the title of the bill. I now put the question that the long title of the bill be the title of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 1.
I propose the question that Clause 1 be part of the bill.
I move that Clause 1 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that Clause 1 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that Clause 1 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that Clause 1 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
I wish to move that motion that the committee do report its consideration of the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, the Kenya Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bill number 2, and its approval thereof with amendment.
I propose the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bills number 2, its approval thereof with amendments. I now put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement number 2, Machakos County Bills number 2, its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. So thank you, members. We can now wait for the speaker, for Madam Speaker, to convene the whole House.
Si wachawi, ni waheshimiwa.
Okay. May I invite the chair of chairs to come forward and proceed?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I wish to report that the Committee of the Wool House has considered the Machakos County Appropriations Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement Number 2, Machakos County Bills Number 2, and has approved the same with amendments. Thank you.
May I invite the mover to give a short explanation? Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I beg to move the House to do agree with the committee in the said report. Madam Speaker, with your permission, I call upon Honorable Member representing Mua Ward, Honorable Francis Ngunga, to second this motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish to second the motion that has been proposed by the Vice Chairman of our Budget and Appropriation Committee. Madam Speaker, in seconding, I used to wonder what a day, Madam Speaker, that today we are going to have the budget of Machakos County with amendments. It's so impressive. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I now propose the question that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I now put the question that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. As many are of opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. No, nay. The ayes have it.
Oh, yes.
Next order.
Order number 12. The Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement Number 2, Machakos County Bills Number 2, third reading.
May I invite Honorable Alphonse Mutinda to come forward and take us through.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order Number 131, Suborder 2, I wish to move that the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplementary Number 2, Machakos County Bill Number 2, be now read the third time. Madam Speaker, as usual, I request Honorable Member representing Mua Ward to second this motion.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Members, and particularly Honorable Member for Mua. You are so popular. I now propose the question that the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement Number 2, Machakos County Bills Number 2, be now read at that time. I invite members to comment on the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement Number 2, Machakos County Bills Number 2. I now put the question that the Machakos County Appropriation Bill 2026, Kenya Gazette Supplement Number 2, Machakos County Bills Number 2 be read a third time. As many of the opinions say ayes.
Ayes.
As many of the contrary opinions say nay. The ayes have it. I invite the clerk to read the long title.
A bill for an act of the County Assembly of Machakos to authorize the issue of a sum of money out of the County Revenue Fund and its application towards the services of the year ending 30th June 2027, and to appropriate that sum voted on account by the County Assembly for certain public services and purposes.
Thank you. Thank you, clerk. Next order.
Order number 13, motion, adjournment of the House.
May I invite Honorable Francis Kavyu, Minority Leader, MCA Kinani Ward, to come forward and take us through.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Before I move the motion, I wish to notify that the adjournment is informed by the need for the House to retreat and consider the Finance Bill 2026-2027, which will provide a rare opportunity for this House to correct the anomaly, the agony that the people of Machakos have been taken through by the county government of Machakos by implementing an illegal land rates, property fees, using an illegal valuation roll that was nullified by this House. So, Madam Speaker, the opportunity, the adjournment will provide that crucial opportunity so that we can correct and ensure that our people are fairly charged, not being extorted by the same government they elected to office. Therefore, I now, Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that pursuant to Standing Order number 24, this Assembly resolves to adjourn its plenary sitting on today, Tuesday, 18th August 2026, after the morning sitting, and resume its plenary sitting on Tuesday, 1st September 2026 at 10 a.m. I call upon Honorable Dominic Maitha to second the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. I now propose the question that pursuant to Standing Order number 24, this Assembly resolves to adjourn its plenary sittings of today, Tuesday, 18th August 2026, after the morning sitting, and resume its plenary sittings on Tuesday, 1st September 2026 at 10 a.m. I now put the question that pursuant to Standing Order number 24, this Assembly resolves to adjourn its plenary sittings of today, Tuesday, 18th August 2026, after the morning sitting, and resume its plenary sittings on Tuesday, 1st September 2026 at 10 a.m. As many of the opinions say ayes, as many of the contrary opinions say nay, the ayes have it. The House adjourns to Tuesday, 1st September 2026 at 10 a.m. in the morning. See you, members.